Good morning, YouTube world. Let me throw this in here. I am waiting for my phone to upload a video on TikTok, and then we're going to go live on the TikTok too. Waiting for it to upload. Okay, here we go. 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 Good morning, TikTok. Look at this today. We are showing up, and I got a big old pimple right there. Good morning, good morning. We're showing up this morning. We are just, this is 100% authentic me. Rolled out of bed, did my workout, threw on some hopped in the shower, and here we are. We are up bright and early. So, as y'all are stopping in, be sure to drop in the comments where you are watching from today. Don't worry, guys. I am going to do my hair here so you don't have to stare at this the whole time. But as you're stopping in, be sure to drop in the comments where you are watching from. Also, I want to know if you're new here or if you are an OG. Something that I absolutely love about TikTok, especially, is that I get to hang out with people internationally all over the world for free because TikTok's just amazing, right? And I don't have to leave the comfort of my own house. Las Vegas limo guy, thank you for the follow. All right, as you all are stopping in, drop in the comment where you're watching from. Also, if you're here or if you are an OG, and we're going to talk today all about how to make money online, especially if you are somebody that is headed to that 9 to 5 grind today and you are not about it. We are going to chat about the best way to make money online without bugging your friends and family, without sending them hey girl messages and doing all that stuff that nobody wants to do. So, if you are somebody who is ready to learn how that is done, first of all, be sure to smash up that button so we stay connected. Also, I want you to check out my LINK that is listed on my TikTok page, okay? Because you get a FREE step-by-step guide. Now, if you are serious about making money online, you better be snagging that. Now, if you decide this isn't for you, you can unsubscribe. You'll never hear from me again. That's totally fine. But download this FREE guide, okay? Because if you're not willing to snag that, you're not serious about learning how to make money online. That costs you $0 of the dollars. So let's chat about this real quick. I like to get to know my people. As you're stopping in, tell me where you're watching from today. I see Mel here. Um, Tobias, is that how you say that? Brian, good morning. Light, thank you for stopping in today. Domingo, Damien, Barbecue, Albert, Carlo, Jen is in the house. So is my friend Artie, just Eric. Good morning. How we all doing today? How was everybody's weekend? Let's start with that. So, for I didn't go live yesterday because the boys and I up to my parents' house. It was my dad's birthday and it was so much fun hanging out with them. But then we went to the county fair yesterday, and I know Jen was on my live on Saturday when I was talking about the county fair, and I had high hopes for it. Let me tell you, it was the saddest thing I have ever seen. They didn't even have any rides for my children. I was so incredibly sad. My poor 7-year-old was just heartbroken because he wanted to ride rides and there was like none there. So we're asking around, and so, right? I was like, this is ridiculous. But they got snow cones and cotton candy, so the kids were fine, right? But they somebody told me that apparently the people that set up the county fair for 2 years in a row told the carnies the wrong weekend. So now the carnies are all mad and they won't come back. So we get no rides at our county fair. But we looked at the chickens and we looked at the ducks and we did all of that stuff. But my 7-year-old was really not impressed. And I was like, honestly, honey, mom's not impressed either. So next year we're gonna find a better fair to go to, right, Jen? I was like, this is ridiculous, but whatever. Anyway, that was my weekend. Drop comments what you did weekend. Also, I want to know where you're watching from today. User 702, thanks for stopping in. All right, we are going to be chatting today all about how to make money online. So if you are somebody who is headed to, Haley is watching from Illinois, you are my neighbor. Welcome in, Haley. We got Illinois and Texas in the house. Jen, I know, is from North Carolina. So we got Texas. Whoop, whoop. All right. Well, for those of you who are new to me, my name's Keevan. I am an Iowa mama. I've been in healthcare for 13 years. Florida and Idaho. Woohoo! Thanks for stopping in today. Tennessee's in the house. Oh, my girl, Chris, you were up early. Another Austin, Texas in the house. Thank you for the follow. All right. So for those of you who are headed to the 9 to 5 grind today, I want you to put the word yes in the comments. If you are somebody who is headed to that day job and you are absolutely dreading it, chances are if I showed up on your FYP this morning, you have been looking for, searching for, praying for a way to make money online. And that is what we are going to talk about today. Jason said yes, he is headed to that 9 to 5 and he is not looking forward to it. So for those of you who are new to me, oh, you work 12-hour nights at a nuclear plant? Oh my goodness, Haley, that is intense. That's intense. Well, thank you for all that you do to keep us normal humans safe. Series. Oh my goodness, hold on. Or ask for your music on a different app. Siri's over here thinking I'm talking to her. All right. So for those of you who are new to me, my name's Keevan. I've been in healthcare for 13 years. I got two boys who are 7 and 4. I have just discovered the best way to make money online, especially as a busy working mama. And now I get to share it with other people. So if you are somebody who has ever typed into that search bar, how to make money online, I want you to drop a 1 in the comments because most of us have, right? I spent years looking for the best way to make money online because I'm that mama who rocked my oldest son to sleep the first year of his life. He's going to be 8 here this fall in like, I don't know, 10 weeks, which is mind-blowing to me. I would rock him to sleep the first year of his life, and I would literally cry while he was on my chest because all I could think about was how he was getting bigger every single day, and I was missing out on all of it because I was the working mom, right? I did what I was to do. I went to college. I got that 9 to 5 job. I had $80,000 in student loan debt, and we had never been able to afford for me to stay home. So I ended up in that MLM world, right? And I want you to drop a 1 in the comments if you are somebody who has ever ended up in that MLM world. And I thought that was the only way to make good money online, right? I was searching for, looking for, praying for ways to make money online. And I had friends who were in the MLM world. Sharon's in the house. Good morning, dear. Jen. Yep. We've all been in that MLM world, right? And I'm not going to knock it because I have lots of friends that do it who are really successful with it. For me, it didn't work. It didn't work well for me, right? And I didn't enjoy it because I was always bugging my friends and family, sliding into DMs. It was awkward. Thank you so much, Haley. And it took more time away from my boys than what it was worth. I spent more than I ever made. In fact, I was actually talking with my mom about this weekend because she was like, "Do you still work with Zaya?" Which is, for those of you who don't know, that's like an athletic wear MLM. And I was like, actually, I gave that one up a while ago because I was tired of paying the website fee and I was spending way more than I was making. And so I talked a little bit about that, but I'll shorten up this story. So last fall, I was looking to make some extra cash, right? I had seen this friend last summer, this homeschool mama who was talking about how she was having $900 days online. And I was thinking, okay, why is she living the life that I dream of and she's making more money than me while I'm trading all of my time with my children for dollars, right? Now, life hit the fan for us last fall, right? Our AC unit died. Literally 2 days later, my husband's car was totaled out in an accident and I was angry, right? Good morning, Steph. Thanks for stopping in today because I watched our savings account basically go down to a big fat goose egg in a matter of just a couple days. And it made me so mad because all I could think was, we're these hardworking middle-class Americans. It's going to take me forever. It's going to take us forever to get this savings account built back up for these unexpected life expenses always happen, right? Everybody knows those expenses are coming. You just don't know when and you just don't know how much. You can only be so prepared. And to have them happen back to back like that, I was so angry. I told my husband, I said, you know what? Good morning, Lisa. Thanks for stopping in today. I said, you know what? I'm going to look for another way to make some extra income. I was thinking, okay, I can go clock into that 9 to 5 more. I can take more call. I can work some night shifts. And then automatically my brain went, who the heck wants to do that? Haley's in here. She's talking about working 12-hour nights. That's not what I want to be doing with my life, right? Especially if you are a mama or a dad and you're working full time, thinking, I'm already missing out on all this time with my family. There's absolutely nothing that makes you want to take more time away from them, right? And so chances are, if I popped up on your FYP today, you're looking at going to get a second job, you're putting in that search bar, how to make money online. We're going to talk all about this today. So if you're new, just stopping in, be sure to check out my INK that is listed on my TikTok page, okay? Oh my goodness. We're going to do some blessing and releasing here, guys. Okay. So I want you to drop in the comments, drop a 1 if you have never heard of digital marketing before. And I want you to drop a 2 in the comments if you're somebody who's heard it, but you're sitting skeptical. You're sitting on the fence. You don't fully understand it. And you have questions, because here's the thing. So many of us sit on the fence, right? Chat GPT, good morning. Good morning. How are you today? Chat, you're a 2. Okay, Mary is a 1. So I love when we get newbies in here and I get to explain this, because here's the thing. I've been in healthcare for 13 years. And until last fall, I really had no idea what this digital space had to offer, right? Now, there's different ways to make money online. You got your TikTok shop affiliate, you got your creator rewards, you know, Amazon affiliates. Like, there's nothing wrong with any of those things, right? But here's the thing with those, you're making small percentages of profits. It's really not much different than that MLM world, other than you're not recruiting, you're not building a team, right? But you're still working really hard to sell an item and you're making a small percentage, right? Like, you might be selling a coffee cup and you're hoping to make $3 a sale. You're hoping for a video to pop off and go viral so you can make more money, right? And it might take months, it might take years for that to even happen. When we're talking about making good money online, we're talking about finding those high ticket items where you're making 100% profit. Now, last week, I made $2,700 just from my phone and social media. A system that I set up one time last fall. I set it up one time and it's running for me in the background 24/7. This up here, I call this my freedom machine. So you click on my face in the top left. It'll take you to my TikTok. Okay, my LINK is listed there. You get a FREE step-by-step guide. Go in and grab that. Now, if you're serious about making money online, you better be grabbing those freebies. Okay, download that, save it. If you decide this isn't for you, you can unsubscribe. You'll never hear from me again, and that's totally fine. But we're talking about having $900 days online. Okay, so Mary's a 1. Let me explain exactly what digital marketing is. Okay. Or hopefully at least help you get a better grasp of it, because it is different than what we've been taught, right? When you hear somebody saying, oh, you can have $900 days online, automatically your brain's like, well, that's fake. That's not real. There's no way, because my brain definitely did that. Anybody else who's in our community making money online, your brain was like, yeah, there's no way, right? And then you start sitting and you're watching people like me who drop their boys off at school, and you come back to the car and you have 2 $900 notifications on your phone. You made $1,800 before you even got to work that day. And you're thinking it's too good to be true. I've been there, because it's different than what we were taught, right? We were taught you had to go to school, you have to get the degree, you have to clock in and work for somebody else. That's the only way to build a good life, right? But the digital world's changing the game. So if you have ever done this, if you have ever gone to a restaurant and you take a picture of your meal and you post it to your social page, whatever it might be, because I work with a program that teaches you all social media platforms. ChatGPT just got her message. Awesome. I am so excited that you grabbed that freebie. Okay. If you have any other questions, respond to that message you get. Do check your spam and promo folders, because sometimes those end up in there. Okay. But digital marketing, if you have ever gone to a restaurant, you take a picture of your meal, you tag the restaurant, and you post it to your socials, whatever that might be. You just did a form of digital marketing for that restaurant for free because you're telling your friends and family, hey, I really loved my meal here. You should go check this out. Now, the goal with digital marketing is to be able to do things like that, but actually make money doing them because social media is free, right? You have a free platform that you can advertise anything on. So I work with an online program that gave me everything I need to run an online business. It gave me this freedom machine that's up here in the background working for me 24/7. It gave me that list of emails that gets sent out automatically. The system I set up one time back in like, I don't know, November maybe. I set it up one time and it's still working for me and I had a $2,700 day last week. It gave me a product to turn around and promote, and it taught me how to market it online. Okay. So I work with digital marketing programs. Now, I forget, was it you, Chat GPT Mom, that you're like, yep, I've heard of digital marketing, but you're sitting on the fence. You're sitting a little skeptical. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments because I absolutely love to answer questions. Okay. Um, because this digital world is so different, but there's so much that it offers. And if you are somebody who is willing to be open-minded and you are willing to just think about all the time you spend on your phone mindlessly scrolling, because here's a good statistic for you. The average person is spending 2 hours and 21 minutes a day mindlessly scrolling through social media. What if you could turn that scroll into 900 bucks? Would you be willing to do that? Drop a yes in the comments if you are ready to learn how to have $900 online. Okay. We'll go through real quick what it takes to run this online business. And I'm going to be honest, I work full time, and this is the absolute most simple way I have ever made money. It's also the most fun. Um, Amateur, I can't even say your name. Amitri, is that how I say that? Oh man, maybe I got it right. Good morning, Kelly, Jackie. You guys are all yeses. All right, so let's talk about this. There are, okay, full disclosure, there are multiple courses and programs out there that you can invest in, okay, that you can start your online business with. So do your research. I'm open and honest with people about this. I just share one amazing opportunity that works best for me. Okay. There's other courses out there, and a lot of the courses are pre recorded videos. Now, if you learn best that way, that's totally fine, right? They're going to send you a bunch of pre recorded videos. They're going to say, here you go. Good luck. Have fun. What I love about my program is that I get live interactive mentorship every single day. I have Michelle has made almost $7 million in 2.5 years. She gives us a video every single day to walk us through step by step how to build our online business. I have a community of 54,000 people who jump on, support me, and love on me. They want to watch me succeed. Okay. Now it's so different than that MLM world. I want you to drop in the comments, also put the word yes if you want me to explain how this is different than an MLM, because I've been in that MLM world and I get it. It's confusing. Okay. Jackie Amitria. Is that right? I'm okay. People mispronounce my name wrong all the time. So I try really hard to get people's names right. So I hope I said that right. Omesh, good morning. How are you today? So thank you for the follows, Mary and Kyle. I appreciate you. Um, if you can't stick around this morning, be sure to click on my link that is listed on my TikTok page. Okay. Thank you for the follow. It's KK. I appreciate you. Grab that free step-by-step guide. Okay. You can stay in contact with me through there because I am going to talk. I talk a lot. Okay. I talk a lot and I do get squirrel brain. So I'm just full on open and honest with that, but drop any questions you have in the comments. Okay. Um, So let's talk real quick about what exactly you're going to learn inside this digital marketing program. And then we're going to talk about how you have those $900 days, what this business takes. Okay. The major things with this online program, you see all these people in here getting on Good Morning, supporting me. A lot of them are inside my community. They are people who love on and support us. Now, we don't make a dime off of each other. Okay. I have a business where somebody else created this digital program that's teaching me how to market anything in this digital space. So if you already have a business, a product, or a service that you want to market online, our program is going to teach you how to do that. Our program gives you a list of 200 digital product ideas where you can jump in, you can create your own digital products, and you can create extra income off of this. But also, if you're someone like me who wants to start an online business, but you don't freaking know where to start, you don't have the time, you don't have the energy to figure it out. All you know is other people are making big money online and you want to know how it's done. They give you a step-by-step program for how to make money online, and they give you a product to turn around and practice with. Because how do you learn? You learn by getting on the bike and learning to ride the bike. So when I discovered that you could literally invest this one-time investment in a business in a box that's tied up with a pretty pink bow that's going to teach you everything you need to know about having $900 days online, it became a no-brainer to me. I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, and I just wanted somebody to tell me what to do. And that's exactly what this program has done. Oh, Mesh, thank you for sharing me out. I appreciate you so much. I see Liv followed me. Thank you, Soulfire and Joe. Thank you all for the follows. Where are you watching from today? Hold on, I need a sip. Just Coffee TikTok. Ametria, thank you for the follow. All right. So let's get down to business here. I want you to drop a 1 if you want me to talk first about the programs and the investment behind them, or drop a 2 if you want me to talk about what I have to do during my 2-hour workday. You're really interested in learning. I love that, Ametria. I can show you. Do you need me to show you how to get to my LINK so you get the freebies here? Ametria is both 1 and a 2. Joe's a 1. Jackie's 1. Okay, so let's talk. Okay, I'll walk you through real quick how to get to my LINK so you can get your FREE step-by-step guide. Give me just a second here. And then I'll talk about the program first and the investment behind them, and then we'll do the 2-hour workday. Is everybody okay with that? Drop a yes in the comments if that sounds good to you. Oh, sorry about that. I was going to turn that off. Okay. There's my girl Bailey. Okay, so if you click on my face in the top left corner up here, you might have to click it twice. It'll take you to my TikTok page here. Okay, the first thing, the LINK listed here is a beacons. On that, first thing that pops up, that's the LINK you want. Good morning, Beth, and my girl Ash is in the house. Ash here is from Australia. She's one of those people I never would have met if I hadn't gotten into this online space, and I just love it so much. Okay, this is my LINK that you want to be on. Now, for that FREE step-by-step guide, click on this. Get your free copy of the Freedom Formula. You'll plug in your best contact info. Check your spam, check your promos. Sometimes those end up in there. Okay. If you are somebody who is ready to jump in and learn more about the programs, you can click on Start Your Legacy here, or Start Your Legacy today. Here's all the programs that we offer, okay? You can click on any one of these. It'll walk you through step-by-step how to get started, okay? Now, I'll talk a little bit about what each program has in it, but we do offer PAY plans. Now, if you're somebody who's ready to start your online business, we have installment options. Okay, most of us start this because we have zero of the dollars to be able to start something like this. Can I get an amen in the comments if you're somebody who's like, I started this because I had no money. I had no money, but I needed more of the money. That's why most of us start this. Jen's like, amen, amen. Soulfire's like, yup, amen. So that's why we offer those installment plans. Okay, but we do have 4 program options, and I'm going to go over them here in a second. Does anybody have any questions about any of this? Jackie's like, amen, amen. Went straight on. Yeah, Jen. Yeah, sure did. Just Coffee here, TikTok. Okay, so let's talk real quick about the 4 programs that I have. Now, I made a one-time investment, a $900 investment that I have now turned into just shy of 10K. Okay. So keep that in mind. When you invest in this one time, you now own it. So it's like if you go to Verizon, right? You go to Verizon, Verizon didn't make the cell phone, right? They didn't make the iPhone, they didn't make any of the phones. But they're a billion-dollar business because they can turn around and they can sell any of those cell phones as many times as they want. It's the same concept. Okay. You invest in a program one time, you now own it, and you make 100% profit off of these programs. Okay. So I have 4 income streams. I made a one-time investment. I got 4 income streams. First customer puts you into profit mode. That's how I have made almost 10K in this online space. which is mind blowing to me because I didn't have to clock in. I didn't have to go work for somebody else. I'm literally doing things I was already doing. I'm just doing them with purpose and intention now from a program that walked me through step by step how to do this. Okay. So 4 program options: 900, 600, 300, 100. Okay. There is a one-time $39 fee for your Freedom Machine that's up here running for you in the background 24/7. Now, if you jump in at that $900 level, I do I I like getting my legacy people started. Okay? That $900. Good morning, Robin. How are you today? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Um I reimburse that $39 fee for you when you start at that $900 legacy. Also, once your Freedom Machine is up and running, I'm going to help you get started. I do a one-time coaching call for free for anybody who starts at that $900 level. Once your Freedom Machine is up here running, I want you to reach out to me. And you're going to say, hey, I want you to make sure this works. And I'm going to get on a call with you and I'm going to help you get started. We're going to help figure out who your perfect customer is, how to share your story, and just really help you get down so you can get into profit mode. That's the biggest goal. Hold on. I saw somebody comment. Tatiana, is that how I say your name? Tatiana? Ugh, I'm sorry if I say names wrong. For somebody who has an unpronounceable name, I'm really bad at pronouncing other people's names. Okay, I said it right. So we are talking about digital marketing, specifically the Legacy Builders programs and how exactly this works. Okay. I'm talking about the 4 programs that I offer and how I make 100% profit every single time I turn around and promote one. Last week, I had an $1,800 day. I had a $900 day. Do the math on that. That's $2,700 using just my phone and social media. That's what we're talking about here. So those 4 programs, I'm never going to tell you which one to start with, which one to invest in. Now, I did forget to mention that if you're somebody who wants to start at like the $300 program, you can always upgrade. If you want to do that, if you upgrade within 29 days, you just pay the difference. Okay. I'm never going to tell you which one to invest in, but I am going to tell you this. All the people that have invested in the programs with me, I had one person start at the 100 who upgraded to the 900, and she said, I should have just started at the 900. I had somebody start at the 600 who also upgraded to the 900. Okay. Just know that. You do have to pay that Freedom Machine fee a second time if you do the upgrade option. Okay. Does that all make sense to everybody? Now, the 100 is obviously going to be your most bare bones basic, but we do teach you a launch to profit in 7 days because what are the differences between them? So, Tatiana, I am going to go over the differences here real quick. If you have any other questions, drop them in the comments. The Freedom Machine is my WEBSITE. I can't say that word because then TikTok gets angry with me. But that is my LINK that is up here running for me in the background 24/7. So what that means is I do my 2 hours of income earning activities. Okay. I put my phone down and my Freedom Machine is running for me in the background 24/7. That means that's how I had a $900 day while I was working in church nursery last Sunday. It's how I dropped my boys off at school. I got back in the car and I had made $1,800 just taking my kids to school because I don't have to get on the phone with people. I'm not cold calling my friends and family. I'm not sending hey girl messages. All I am doing is directing people to my LINK that is listed on my TikTok page. And if you haven't checked that out already, Tatiana, you need to do that because there is a FREE step-by-step guide. Okay. Download that. If you decide this isn't for you, you can unsubscribe. You'll never hear from me again. I'm not even going to know about it. Okay. But at least you had the courage to check it out. And if you're serious about learning how to make money online, that is the best place to start because it's free to you. Check your spam, check your promos. Sometimes those end up in there. Okay. But that Freedom Machine, that means people plug in their best contact info. They're going to get emails from me. Okay, just valuable information about this opportunity. Now, if they have questions, they can reach out to me at any point in time. If they decide it's not for them, they unsubscribe. I never had to hear the word no. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Okay, so Amitria, here's what I'm going to tell you about that. All of us start this because we have none of the money. We don't have any of the money. That's why all of us start this. That's why I started this. I started this when we had just drained our savings account because of all of our unexpected life expenses. But we do also offer those PAY plans. Now, if you don't get approved for the PAY plans that are listed on the website, I have other options. Just reach out to me via email. Okay, respond to the message you get from me and say, hey, I didn't get approved for that. Can you help me? I have another way. Okay, some people are getting approved for $0 down. So if it's something you're interested in, we do have options. I would love to explore that with you because I get it. I totally, totally get it. It is a big scary thing, right? Especially when you're like, I didn't know anything about this digital world. I didn't. I've been in healthcare for 13 years. So when people were telling me you can get on TikTok and you can have $900 days, I was thinking, okay, like no way that's possible. But God's proving me wrong every single day. I am mind blown by the wins I see inside our community. And I started seeing people like Victoria. Victoria is a great example. She is one of my favorite. She's my favorite success story. She's one of my coaches. I do extra coaching with her on the side. She's a mama of 3 boys. She's a military wife. She had nothing when she started this. She'd been working the MLM world. She started her own online boutique that went under, and they like had a lot of car repairs they needed, all things. She couldn't even afford the installment plans at the time. So she started selling stuff on Marketplace. She started, she was babysitting on the side to make extra income just so she could invest in this program. That was 2 years ago. She just hit her 2-year date. She has now made $560,000. They built a brand new house last fall and it's completely paid for. She doesn't even have a mortgage. Like, can you imagine a life with that kind of freedom? That's the type of life I'm working for. I got a car to pay off, and then I'm getting out of that 9 to 5. We might be at a point where I just focus on getting the house paid off too. Jenna is like, yup, I can imagine that, right, Amitria? Like, those are the stories that are coming out of here. So Tatiana, this is a digital marketing program, and here's how this is a little bit different than courses. Now, there's multiple courses out there, so I do recommend that everybody does their research. Okay, pick the one that's best for you. Melissa, thank you for the follow. I saw that. In real life, thank you for the follows. With digital marketing courses, you get pre-recorded videos, and they're kind of just like, here you go, good luck. Okay, now there's nothing wrong with that if that's how you learn. I personally like that I have live interactive mentorship. So every single day I'm getting a 5 or 6 minute video by Michelle, who has made just shy of $7 million in like 2.5 years. She gives us a 5 or 6 minute video that walks you through step by step how to build an online business. Amitria, the training in here it's lifetime learning, right? It's lifetime access to this program. Now we have pre-recorded videos. I can go through and show you. I'll show you guys some of the program here. Hold on. I don't like to get too nitty-gritty into the program itself because I don't want to confuse people. But so we do have, I'm going to turn my light off here. I get a little scary looking. So this is inside our training. Okay. Now, when you invest in that 900, you get all 4 programs included. You get 4 streams of income. You can make 100% profit off any 4 of the programs, right? If you start at the 300, you only own the 300 and the 100. Those are the 2 programs you have. Those are the 2 you can promote. Does that all make sense? So here, this is inside our program. Now, your Freedom Machine comes like 90% done for you, okay? But they walk you through step by step how to set up the rest. You set up your PAY plans, you personalize it, okay? But when you're looking at starting an online business, you need to know how to market, you need to have a website, and you need to have a product to sell. They literally give you all 3 of those things. I am not a smart tech person, and I was able to set up my website. Now, if you have a day to sit down and do it, you could probably get it done in a day. I work full time. I have 2 young boys. It took me about 3 days to get it set up in the nooks and crannies of my day because I do recommend having a computer to set this up. But other than that, Hanson, no, you don't have to make your own website at all. You get all of that with it. You just have to go in and personalize it. It comes like 90% done for you. but they walk you through step by step how to do it. That's what your automated freedom machine. That's what that is. It walks you through step by step. And they're like just videos that are a couple minutes long. I think the longest video is like 5 minutes. But they walk you through step by step how to do it. But there's so much training inside here. Okay. They talk about creating your empire, building your brand. They're going to teach you how to create content on social media. That is the biggest thing. People don't fully understand the best way to create content, and they're going to teach you how to do that. Okay. Building your brand, crafting your message. There's so much in here. We teach you how to build those recurring income streams, do all of those things. How to create your own digital products. We teach you how to use Canva. We give you a list of 200 digital product ideas. So all of that is inside of here. Okay. But then if you go inside our community, Tatiana, I see your question. I'll answer that here in just a second. My internet wants to work. So what time of day does she do the live trainings, teachings? So Robin, it varies. It varies. The training she's doing right now, like if you go inside our classroom here, so right now we're doing a 90-day sprint. Those she usually posts in the morning. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, the Freedom Sprint right here. Okay. Now all of these videos are listed here. These are like 6-minute videos. But we also do live interactive Zoom trainings, and those are done. Every Monday night we have Monday night mentoring. Those are usually around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. But here's the thing: if you can't make it to them, they are all recorded. Like if you go in here, and since I work full time, Robin, I watch everything on replay. But you can go in and ask questions, right, on these live interactive trainings, and I learn so much from other people's questions. So we have mindset training in here. We have social media trainings. We have tech Zooms. If you're someone who's not a tech person, we have a tech team. They're amazing. We have a content vault where they're going to give you hooks. They're going to give you ideas for creating your content. Where's my free webinar? Hold on. Mindset, social media, tech Zooms. I was looking for my Monday night mentorings. I think that's under, anyway, there's just so much in here. So you get those pre-recorded videos, but then also those Zooms are also recorded, Robin. You can go in here and watch them anytime. Now, if you go into our calendar, it'll walk you through all of these purple dots are training. So tonight we have Monday night mentoring. Tomorrow we start a 3-day workshop that we have. There's a tech support call. Legacy Builders gets extra Zooms. Okay. The 3-day workshop. So there is trainings almost every single day. And she switches up the times, Robin, for a lot of the live interactive Zooms because we have a lot of people in South Africa running this business. So she tries to hit it so she gets a little bit of everybody. So she tries to make it fair to people. Does that make sense? For the time she does them. A lot of them are at like 11 a.m. or 7 p.m. It really just kind of depends. Okay, Tatiana, I'm going to answer your question real quick. I have 4 programs that I offer. Okay. And I never tell you which one to invest in, but here's the thing. When you invest in these programs, it's a one-time fee. You get lifetime access to this program. And you can turn around, you promote it, and you are making 100% profit off of it. So your first customer puts you into profit mode. Your second customer is 100% profit directly into your pocket, and it's all the way up from there. Okay. So I have a $900, $600, $300, $100 program. We do offer those installment plans, as I was explaining to Amitria earlier. We do have installment plan options. And if you do not get approved for the ones that are listed on the website, I have other ways for you. Okay. Does that all make sense? Amitria, so here's the thing. This isn't like a learn one time and done, right? And that's what I love about us continuously having these live interactive trainings, and because everything's changing, right? The digital world is changing every single day. we have live interactive trainings and it's lifetime access. So it's not just a learn one time and done, but it's also not a you have to learn all these skills and then go make money. It's so different than college. Because when I think about my college, I put in 3 years at school, right? I worked for free for a hospital for 3 years. And then I had to go take a big scary test to prove that I learned enough to be able to get a job, and then I could get a job, and then I could start making money. Um, you studied it for 5 months and it's legit. I love that, Emily. See, there's there's people in here succeeding every single day. But it's a learn and earn system. So once you get this freedom machine up and running, you can work on getting into pro mode as soon as possible. For me, it took me about 6 weeks to see my first sale. I'm open and honest with people about that. 6 weeks for me. Some people here, my friend Christy, I don't know if she's still hanging out. I forget all your numbers, Christy, but Christy's made like $48,000 in the last however many months, all from this program. Um, Artie's like, I've only been doing it 6 weeks, and yes, it's 100% real. I love that, Artie. Thanks for stopping in today. So it's mind-blowing. 48K in 11 months. Thanks, Christy. I try so hard to remember everybody's stats, but I'm like, I can barely remember mine. So Tatiana, we have one program, 900. We have a 600. We have a 300. We have a 100. Now, if you start with that $900 program, you get all 4 programs included. Okay, so you can make 100% profit off of the 900, off of the 600, off of the 300, off of the 100. So it really depends on what you want to get out of this for which program you invest in. Okay, each program is going to teach you a launch to profit in 7 days because we want to get you into profit mode as soon as possible. So we're going to give you a list of what to post every single day for your first 7 days. And we have somebody in the community who did that like 3 times because they're like, I just want to get this down. So they did that launch to profit three times in a row, and they got a customer each time they did it. So first customer, profit mode, then that's $1,800 profit directly into their pocket right then and there. Okay. 10K in your first 20 days, Christy. Ugh, mind blowing. Emily, yep, it's amazing, Emily. Sorry, guys, I'm getting caught up on messages. You're gonna message me, so you're in my messages when you're ready. That's perfect, Demetria. Yeah, just let me know and feel free to reach out if you have any questions for me. Wealth of Kings, working at your own pace and still making more than your job. Digital marketing is, yes, it's wild. Time to level up. And the world's going digital, right? Like I don't even step into a grocery store anymore, which I'm pretty sure would make, like, when I think about my grandparents, like I'm from Iowa, so my grandparents were big farm people, right? Like I can still think of my grandparents sitting in their old farmhouse and my grandpa having this giant radio sitting next to him. I'm pretty sure it probably was a oh my gosh, this is embarrassing, a record player, right? And I think about how they didn't even have a cell phone. They had the phone that hung on the wall that had the rotary dial. And I just think of how far technology has come and how it would just blow my grandparents' mind to they're not alive anymore, but how it would just blow their mind for them to know how much money I am making online. Like honestly, the digital age is changing the game for so many people. So many people. Yes, Tatiana, reach out to me if you have any questions. I get a lot of night shifters on here, and if you're somebody who's working night shift, you can easily squeeze this into your day. I'm going to go over real quick my 2-hour workday because I am looking at the time here. So check out my LINK, grab that free step-by-step guide, and just reach out if you have any questions. This isn't one of those things, like this isn't an MLM where I'm going to come after you. I did a live Zoom call last night to answer questions of people inside my email list here. And she's like, well, I'll let you know this week. I was like, girl, you just reach out if you have questions. Like, this isn't like that MLM world. I'm not going to be hunting you down. I'm not going to be waiting for your response. Like, I'm here when you're ready, right? Because I sat on the fence of this for months. I was watching this homeschool mama make all this money online, and I'm thinking, well, it must be nice to be her. Yeah, I'll get the info, but there's no way this is real. There's no way this is real. And so I sat all summer long, right? And then life hit the fan in August. And when I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done trying to make that extra income by clocking in and building somebody else's dreams. I am done taking that time away from my boys to try and make that extra dollar. Tatiana, I 100% jumped in at the 900. I'm a go big or go home type of person. Um, but it's what you want to get out of it. Now, if you jump in at that 900, I can promise you're not going to regret it. I have one person of all the people that have started this business with me start at the 100, and she ended up upgrading, and she's like, man, I am so much more excited. I'm so much more driven. And I wish I had just started at that 900. But at the same time, like there's nothing wrong with starting at the 100. We have Daryl inside our community who was a welder for like 11 years. He was employee of the month multiple times. He walked into his day job on a Tuesday and they said, we don't need you anymore. He started selling insurance. He was homeless at one point in time. He had like negative $6 in his bank account, and all he could afford was the $300 program. So he jumped in at the 300 and he said, you know what? I'm going to get to work. He upgraded as soon as he could to that 900. And now he has made over 400, and maybe Christy or Ash knows the exact numbers. He's made over $400,000 now in like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So there's nothing wrong with starting at any of the other programs, right? But most people go into it with the goal of, okay, I'm going to get ahead as soon as possible. And as soon as I get into profit mode, I'm going to be upgrading. So it's really like there's no bad place to start. Does that make sense? But I do recommend if you jump in at one of those lower programs, reach out to me so we can chat about what your dreams and your goals are with this. So I know, so I can kind of help you get where you want to be, right? Because if your goal is to get into profit mode as soon as possible, we need to be, I want to get you there, right? And if you upgrade within 29 days, you just pay the difference. You do have to pay that Freedom Machine fee a second time. Yeah, definitely chat about goals, Amitria, because it's yeah, Soulfire, reach out. Like information's free, right? You're not out anything, and I'm not gonna, it's not my style to hunt people down. I don't like the word no. I'm an introvert at heart, and it takes a lot of time and energy to reach out to people individually to see where they're at. I'm not about that. So just let me know what you need from me. I'm here, right? When you start this business, it's your business 100% because you invest in the program, you own it. Now, every time you promote it, you make 100% profit. I don't see a dime off of it, right? I don't see a dime off of it, but I still want you to succeed, right? I want to help people. One of my biggest passions has become, now, if you're somebody in here and you're a male, you're a dad, you're a grandpa, uncle, brother, I don't know, I'm still going to help you, but my real passion lies with women and just really helping women be badasses in this online space. I've always had this dream and felt like I'm made for more than my 9 to 5 job. And I've always wanted to do more with my life, but I never knew where to start. And I never had the opportunity or the energy or the time to figure out where to start. And last summer, I was telling my therapist all of this. I'm open and honest. I see a therapist. She's amazing. I recommend them for everybody. But I was talking to my therapist last summer and I'm like, I feel like I'm made for more. My coworkers are looking at me like I have a third eyeball because I'm telling them that I don't want to work my entire life away. There's more to life than clocking in and building somebody else's dreams. And I might not even live to see retirement. Like, who knows? Nothing's guaranteed. Like, why do I want to spend my days clocking in and working for somebody else? And I didn't know where to start with all of this. And I had heard about this digital marketing program. And I'm talking to my therapist, like, I wish God would just give me a sign and tell me where I'm supposed to go and what I'm supposed to do with my life. And then in August, he was like, you know what? I've been showing you this for months and you're not listening. Now I'm going to drain your savings account because I know that gets you where it hurts. And that's what got me off my butt, got me jumping into this. And little did I know that it is fueling every single passion within me to empower women and help women just be badasses in this online space and help them build that life that they dream of. Right. And so this is literally everything that I want. And I just want to watch and help other women succeed. Like, that's it. That's literally my life goal here. And if I just bring hope and some inspiration to one person every single day, like I've done my job. I get messages all the time that was like, "Hey, I was on your life today and I just want you to know that you inspired me." Like Ash has reached out to me. She's like, "You're inspiring me to go live more." That right there is a win to me. Ash didn't invest in her program with me, but I still want to watch her succeed because everybody deserves to make money online. Like everybody is worthy of being in this online space and making money here. I don't get house in the world. You deserve to make money online. Everybody can do it. It's totally possible. You just need the right step-by-step program to get there, right? Yes, Ash, you're so sweet. Christine's like, "Yup, 100%. Yes." Thanks for stopping in today, Christine. Okay, let's talk real quick about that 2-hour workday. But if you have any questions, just reach out to me. I will say if you send me a DM on here, make sure you say, "Hey, I was on your live today," because I get a lot of spammy messages and I bless and release a lot of people. And I don't want to do that to you if you are a real person who wants information about this. So, email really is the best way. Respond to that message that you get from me. But you can reach out in DMs, just say, "Hey, I was on your live today." So I know you're a real person and you're not trying to get me to be a sugar baby or whatever they call them. So, anyway. Oh, Christine went live for the first time today. Oh, yay. I love that so much. Okay, let's talk real quick about this 2-hour workday. So, what do you need to do to be successful in this online space? Now, I want you to drop a 1 in the comments if you are somebody who is coachable, because the biggest thing about this program is being able to learn these skills. Now, anybody can learn the skills, right? I never thought I'm just a mama from Iowa. I am nobody special. All I did was plug into training videos and I did what I was told to do. I listened to the training videos. Now you can pop in an earbud. You can listen to training videos anytime, anywhere while you're folding them out in the laundry, while you're out for a walk. Christy listens to hers while she's walking her dog. I listen to some while I'm working out in the mornings, during my lunch break, whenever I have time. Drop a 1 in the comments if you are coachable and can listen to training videos every single day. Manny, good morning. Good morning. How are you today, sir? Second part of my workday, I need to know if you are self-motivated. Drop a 2 in the comments. Robin's like, "Yep, I can do that." Drop a 2 in the comments if you are self-motivated. Lipstick, good morning. You're a 1 also. Because you need to be able to create content every single day. Now, everybody freaks out because they're like, "I don't know what to create for content." Our program is going to teach you step by step how to create your content. We're going to figure out who your perfect customer is and how to share your story. It's really that simple. And I'm talking content where you have a 5-second video or a 7-second video. You do a text overlay, pop on a trending sound, post it, done. Okay, that's fine. Ametria, I'll look at that as soon as I get off of here. I'll make sure you don't end up on my bless and release list. Robin's like, "I've been spending your free time creating. I love it." Okay, we're talking a 30-second video, a 5 to 7-second video, and a 60-second video. Now, it's important to be self-motivated because here's the thing. When you invest in this program, like your business is 100% yours. Now, I'm going to help you succeed, but I'm also in this for the 2-hour workday because I got boys at home. I work full time. I got a husband who works a full-time job and a side business. We're busy people. I'm in this for the 2-hour workday, so I cannot run your business. Now, if you need me, I'm going to be here. I'm going to answer your questions. Okay. But I'm not going to be on you saying, "Manny, did you create your content today? Manny, did you listen to your training videos today?" So it is important to be self-motivated and be willing to do those things. I create 2 to 3 pieces of content a day because I also go live. Now, if you're not going live, I recommend doing at least 3 videos a day, probably closer to 5. So you can build your following faster and connect with people quicker. Okay, so drop a 2 in the comments. If you're self-motivated, you can create that content every single day. Third part of my workday, I need to know that you are willing to be consistent. Now, I go live almost every single day. I've been taking Sundays off because I'm going to be honest, I work full time and sometimes mama just needs a break, right? So Sundays, I've been taking a break from lives. Soulfire, I see your question. I will answer that in 1 second. Okay. And I know going live is scary, right? But here's the thing. Now, we have six-figure earners in this business who have never, ever gone live. So I'm not saying you have to go live. We also teach you how to post free ads. Maybe that's a better method for you. The beauty of this business is you can literally make it into anything you want it to be. For me, going live is more worth my time. I enjoy it more. I get to connect with people more. I get to answer questions in live time. But if you are somebody who is terrified of going live, our program is going to teach you how. We do have other options, but also you don't have to go live right away, right? Do the trainings, do the content, build your confidence. Mark on your calendar and say in 3 months, I'm going to start going live. And you don't have to go live every single day right away, right? Slowly build into it. Go for like 10 minutes every other day. I used to go live at night, like 2 nights a week, and I despised it. People are meaner at night, guys. They're meaner. The days ruin them. They're angry about being in traffic. They're angry at their boss. They're angry at their coworkers. They're angry at the world. So I started going live in the morning because I'm much more a morning person. I have more energy. I just enjoy going live in the morning. You build this around your life and around your schedule. It's so different than 9 to 5, right? Because I think all the time about how I have literally spent my entire adult life building my schedule around my 9 to 5 job. Can't go to lunch today. I got to work. Can't take that time off to go on that field trip with my boys. I got to work. Right? We've built our entire lives around our day jobs. That's why this business is so different, because you build it around your life and around your schedule. You do that 2-hour workday, and that's it. People want info, you direct them to your Freedom Machine. They plug in their contact info, and that's running for you in the background 24/7. This does all of my follow-up. It weeds out the people who aren't interested. Hold on, guys. I got to do my puzzle piece. Whoop, whoop. We made it an hour. Awesome. Good morning, Vanessa. How are you? It's a beautiful thing. And then if they decide that they're ready to jump in and invest, thank you for the love. They can jump in right then and there. My LINK with all the programs is listed. They want to invest, they do it right then and there. I've woken up to $900 days, people investing while I'm sleeping. I've made money while I'm sitting in church. Last week, I was dropping my boys off. I had two $900 sales like 15 minutes apart, and it was mind blowing to me. But this is how you change your life right here. So drop a 3 in the comments if you're somebody who can eventually go live. Drop a 3 in the comments. Because here's the thing too, if you're somebody who's scared of going live, think about this. If you're somebody who has been searching for a way to make money online because you're worried about paying your bills, you're worried about those unexpected bills that are coming in the mail, whatever it might be. Tasha's already going live. Look, Tasha, that's the hardest part. Honestly, that's the hardest part of this whole thing, is building up that confidence to go live. And we've debated too, like I've had a lot of people ask me if I would go live with them. And I think that's something I'm going to start offering in my $900 package, is to, oh, Manny got, congrats, Manny. Manny does the Uber. Bless your soul, Manny. Robin, I'll answer that question here in just a second. Okay, I got a lot of questions to answer. Okay, so Soulfire, do you have to show your face? So I'm going to be honest with you, Soulfire. Here's the thing. We do teach faceless. We have some people in our community who cannot show their face because of their job or whatever it might be. So we do teach a faceless content. Now, with faceless, it takes longer to build generally. Now, is it possible to make figures not showing your face? Yes, but it's going to take more time. So we do have that option there. And you and I, if you're somebody who's interested in doing faceless, I had 2 people start their businesses with me who do faceless. They do it all on IG. They don't do any on TikTok. They do it all on IG. If you're somebody who's interested, but you're worried about showing your face, we can chat about that, right? We can chat about why you're not wanting to show your face. If it's because of your job, I respect that. I understand that. And we can connect you with some people who do faceless. I don't do any teaching on faceless personally, but our program does. Okay. I do, for the people who invest in and start their business with me, I do group coaching calls. I only squeezed one in July because it's summer and busy, but I try to do 2 a month. I got my 2 dates set up for August. I'm going to be sending out those messages here this week for those dates and times. because I want to help people succeed. Right. And I have learned so much from Victoria and all of these other trainings that I do that I just want to pour that knowledge into people and help other people succeed. So that are extra cost to anybody who jumps in with me. Um, Soulfire, you're 100% right. You got to grow, right? This past year and a half has been a huge, huge growth period for me for many, many reasons. So, Robin, how many followers do you need to go live? So I've heard it varies. Now, Robin, for going live, a lot of it depends on your interaction inside TikTok, especially on other people's lives. Like you have that purple 12 by your name. That's because you interact on people's lives, right? You're grabbing the orange thing up here, you're doing the love, you're sending all the GIFTS. A lot of that builds your number, that 12 there, and that generally helps people go live faster. Now, with this new account that I started just shy, right at 2 months ago, I think it was May 21st, I started it. I needed, right at 500, they let me go live, but I have heard them letting people go live sooner with less followers. So I think it really just depends. I don't know how they decide who to bless with going live when. It used to be strictly 1,000 followers, but I think they've changed it. I just simply said that I was very well interested in the programs that you guys have to offer. Yes, Amitria, I'm so happy to get you some more information on that. Christine, I was scared to go live because you're visually impaired, but it went better than you thought. I love that, Christine. People overcoming challenges every single day. And a lot of this business is just overcoming your limiting beliefs about yourself, right? That's really 90% of the battle is overcoming your mind and those limiting beliefs about yourself. Because I never thought I would be the mom who I never thought I would be the mom who was able to do this. I've always been a follower in my life. And when I started learning, like, oh, they're talking about going live, all I could think of was like high school speech class where you're standing in front of your peers and you're sweating bullets and you're nervous and you're stuttering and you're thinking, this is terrible, right? Like, that's where my mind went when I started talking about going live. But it's so different. And honestly, I truly feel like this is part of God's purpose for me in my life is to get on here and just share this opportunity with people and just help, especially women and moms succeed in this online space. Like it's a beautiful thing. So, Christy, Robin, Christy is saying you have 1,200 followers, so you should be able to go live. We can chat about that, Robin, if you need help figuring that out. Furman, Ed, thank you for the follows. You could go live when you hit 100 followers. That's amazing, Christine. I love that. Hanson, I go live Monday through Friday, 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Saturdays are a little more up in the air. I usually schedule my live and announce the time on Fridays. It just kind of depends on my schedule and what I got going on. Sundays, I've kind of been taking a break on Sundays just because with all the things going on in summer, it just needs to happen. So Sundays are also a little more up in the air, but Monday through Friday and Saturday for sure. Freedom Wealth Pro, thank you for the follow. All right, what else we got in here? Daisy memories. Are you talking about the high school speech class? That was terrible. Dallas, thank you for the follow. Yes, we overcome our limitations and great support. Christy got to go live at 500. Hi, Dallas. Thanks for stopping in today. You took a break yesterday. And there's nothing wrong with taking those breaks, Christy, right? And Manny takes breaks from lives every single weekend. It's all about, and I preach this all the time, it's all about how this works into your life, right? How this works into your life. And on Sundays, Sundays are the only day I let myself sleep in. And I like to have my boys jump in bed with us and we can snuggle and giggle and do all the things together. It's the only day of the week I get to do that, which is a big part of why I haven't been going live, right? And I was at my parents' house yesterday and that's a whole thing. But anyway, Daisy did speech in college and it was brutal. I think I also had to take a speech class in college. And I remember being like, well, public speaking is never going to be my thing. And now I'm just getting on the TikTok and I'm doing it almost every single day. And I love it. Honestly, and I was actually laying in bed last night thinking about how maybe someday I would like to be a motivational speaker of some kind. Might be kind of fun. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what God has planned, right? Lori, thanks for stopping in. Jess is like, same. Jess, thanks for stopping in today. It sure helps not seeing a crowd. That is true, Daisy. That's the nice thing about TikTok, right? You don't have all those eyeballs staring back at you. And some days I'll log off and I'll tell my husband, I'll be like, oh, TikTok says I had like 1,000 people come through my life today. And he's like, that's like 2,000 eyeballs. And I'm like, okay, well, you don't need to say it that way. But it's true when you can't see people's faces, it's so different. So, all right. Does anybody else have any questions for me today? This has been beautiful. I love, oh, we hit 10K. Oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you, friends. I appreciate you all so much. Christine, I appreciate that. And I hear that a lot. I think it's just because I talk. I just talk a lot. I talk a lot. I don't know. Some days I get off and I'm like, man, I feel like I just blabbed about nothing today. But obviously, like people asked a lot of questions today. And for me, that's the best part of this, right? Like I can create all the content in the world, I can create all the videos in the world. But when people get on here and they're comfortable enough to ask me questions, like that's the biggest thing because I can answer them in real life time. It's so much better than doing the email thing and doing the back and forth thing. So I love going live and answering people's questions. It's my absolute favorite. So, all right, I do need to log off here. My husband's got to go to work in about 10 minutes. So I got to go take care of the boys. But does anybody else have any questions? Oh, thank you, Artie. You're so sweet. Um, very thorough and not boring. Well, that's good, Lisa. I'm glad I'm not boring. Thanks for saying that. My 7-year-old would disagree. I always get an eye roll from him. All right. If anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, I will be back on my live tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Have a beautiful day. It's Monday, new start, new week. Go out there and make it great. Okay. Send some love and hope into the world because the Lord knows we all need it. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. Oh, I forgot. I'm still on live here. Bye, YouTube.